Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to I Am Not Her. I am still not her. This is episode 5. I have a lovely guest today. Toni, why don't you introduce yourself?
What's going on, everybody? So my name is Toni Contini, a.k.a. Ms.Fitz. So for those of you that don't know, I recently started my own vintage clothing business. So a lot of people are now knowing me as Ms.Fitz, or T for short. So
yeah. What brought you into that space?
So I've been thrifting ever since I was little. Mm-hmm. Like, I can't even remember a time of not thrifting. Yeah. And it's interesting to see how the context of shifting has shifted, because I was thrifting with my mom because that was just like the best alternative.
Right.
It was most cost effective. My mom is not like name brand driven at all. So she's like, look, is it right? Is it in good condition? Yeah. Is it clean? Yeah. Like, you can wear it. Okay, cool. So hand-me-downs and stuff like that was always really big. Mm-hmm. So I grew up in the thrift just with my mom, finding stuff that was affordable. And like even just like sometimes wearing pieces that old family members had and stuff like that. So it was never a foreign concept, but right. I didn't start thinking about thrifting as like a career until maybe like 2022, okay. Like probably like the summer of 2022. I had gone to Georgia to visit a really great friend of mine, literally one of my best friends from high school, and we had gone thrifting, and she was like, yo, I've never seen anybody thrift the way you thrift. And like when she said it, I'm like, what? Like, it's thrifting. Like, I didn't understand. Right. And she was like, no, like, you just have a way of finding pieces that I walk past. Mm-hmm. And she's like, we could go down the same row of clothes and I'll find nothing, and you pull like these gems out of thin air. Yeah. And that was like my first moment of like, huh. And it didn't really fully actualize for me until I went to the NC Vintage Bazaar in February of 2023, that I started like really seeing what the potential of reselling was. And I would say between that August like 2022 trip to February 2023 for the Vintage Bazaar was when the world of reselling like really opened up. And I'm like, yo, people are doing this full time.
100%.
Like, yo, let me learn this. Yeah. And then it kind of just snowballed from there, and I finally took the leap of faith in July of last year.
Dope.
And started the business.
Love that.
Yeah,
I love that. Congratulations.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yes, we need more people. So do you just thrift and have like a collection for people to choose from, or do you like do any personal thrifting for people, or
a little bit of both?
Okay.
So mainly right now I'm just like curating options for people to shop through. So I have my racks that I go to pop-up shops and stuff. I specialize in 80s, 90s, and early 2000s. Dope. So all the fun, funky colors, patterns, prints, like if that's what you're looking for, I'm your girl. But I do also have a few friends of mine that I do shop for and am in the process of styling. So that's something, it's almost like a beta trial right now to kind of see how does that work and how they enjoy the process and ways that I can make it a little bit more like streamlined before I'm like, hey, this is a process, or not a process, but this is a service that I provide. So
yeah, definitely. I mean, I know that there is a lot of want and need for it because fast fashion is taking over.
It's even taking over the thrift stores.
It is. Like, literally. Like, there is more Fashion Nova, Shein, all of the things are in the thrift stores because you little girlies are out here bulk buying things, and then you get them and you try them on, and then you give them to Goodwill with the tag still on them.
Yup.
And
y'all not reading the measurements, okay? They give you the measurements, and you don't know your measurements, so you buy these pieces, and then you're like, I barely paid anything for this, so why would I go through the hassle of returning? And then now they're infiltrating Goodwill.
They are in full force.
Yeah.
And like sometimes it's like, oh, okay, cool. But it's like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's overwhelming.
It is. Yeah. And now Goodwill is making a profit off of it. And I'm just like, hey, yo, y'all got to pipe down.
Don't even get me started.
Goodwill is crazy. Yes. I'm like,
raising the prices on pieces that we're selling for pennies. Like, what's going on right now?
I can buy it off the website for $3.99, but y'all in here selling it for $10. That's
crazy.
Talking about a nonprofit.
Yeah.
What you doing in?
Y'all balling.
Like, but you still need people to goddamn donate
right.
their change for your workers program.
Okay. So this is something that for me personally, like I used to think it was just like, oh no, like I'm not going to donate today. But like once I really got into the thrift community, yo, that is something that resellers like adamantly are like, you are not getting a single penny from me.
Play with somebody else.
Exactly. Round up for what?
For who?
Y'all
like, got the bread.
Exactly. Y'all got this for free.
Like, what do you mean round
Let's
up?
start with that.
Like,
yeah. Nah, Goodwill. And for the longest time, like, I really wanted to, like, do a collab with Goodwill because, like, I have a lot of really cool ideas. So, Goodwill, you know, I'm not opposed to it, but we just got to work some stuff out because...
y'all got to iron out some kinks.
Yeah.
Y'all are playing. Y'all are definitely... I can see it. You see the social media trends, and y'all are like, bet we're going to get our dime out of this.
Yes.
And it's like, but wait, you're still Goodwill.
Right.
Don't forget.
Act with Goodwill. Okay.
Thank you.
Right. Let's put the name into action.
Please.
Because one thing that I started to notice, again, as I transitioned from just like a regular shopper to now actually a reseller, right. I'm noticing that Goodwill is almost trying to like strangle out the resellers, and they want it to just be you're shopping at Goodwill for these pieces and like that's it.
Yeah.
They don't want there to be this like middleman of the reseller that comes in, gets these pieces for a great price, and then turns around and flips it for, 2-3 times whatever was purchased for.
Right.
But the thing is, and this is where I think Goodwill is like really dropping the ball, is they don't understand how much time, effort, and research goes into staging pieces and finding out what a piece is, what the value of it is, what year it is, like to date a piece. They're not always as simple as some t-shirts that'll have the date on it. You need to go and do research on the tag, if there even is a tag on the pieces, because a lot of people cut the tags out. So you have to go based off of the material or the design, the style. Then on top of that, cleaning the pieces. Goodwill's getting these pieces in whatever the heck condition, and all they're doing is slapping it on a hanger and putting it on the if that.
They spray it with something. At least in Greensboro they do. I don't know that.
I don't know if Raleigh's doing all that, but
they spray that shit.
Look, they just go ahead and put it on the rack and say, go ahead and buy it. So there's no repairs, there's no stain treating, smell treating, nothing.
No, and they got stingy with that. They talking about we don't put anything out with stains. If you find anything with stains, we won't give you a discount because it's not supposed to be out. And it's like, huh? Y'all are a thrift store. Stop playing.
Right.
Stop playing.
All of this stuff is used. There's going to be stains.
Stop playing.
And people also don't take into consideration the fact that, hey, these are pieces that are going to be resold to someone else. Right. So when they donate their pieces, half the time they don't even wash the clothes that they donate. Like my mom was really big on don't donate something that you yourself wouldn't be comfortable purchasing.
Right.
So I always wash my clothes before I donate them anywhere because that's just common decency in my opinion.
Oh, yeah, I feel like
but there are people that donate stuff that has urine on it, blood on it, feces on it, rat droppings on it. Like, so recently I've been binge watching Hoarders, okay? And I've seen some stuff get donated that I am like, what in
I was wondering where, I was like, where have you been at thrift?
Well, no, I have been thrifting in the trenches. So
right.
That's one thing. It's like once you start thrifting like outside of just thrift stores and you start going to, yard sales, garage sales, estate sales, even like dumpster diving, like there are so many people that throw away stuff that is perfectly fine, but they don't want to put in the extra effort to bring it somewhere. Right. So they'll just drop it off at a dumpster and it's like bags of clothes and you're like, why didn't you donate this? Yeah. So, but yeah, Hoarders, that's where the rat drop is and stuff. Regular people don't be doing that.
Yeah. But, no, Hoarders is real though. Hoarders is really real and it'll make you like, you watch an episode or two, it'll make you want to get rid of everything.
Yes.
It makes me want to light everything on fire.
Every time. 1,000%.
Every time I watch an episode, I'm like, I have too much stuff. I'm gonna be a hoarder. If I don't get rid of everything, I'm gonna be like them.
Right.
Like,
I'm gonna die in my stuff. Like no.
I have cats already.
Right.
Like, I can't. This is not looking good for me.
No, I feel you. I told my friends, like, I'm just like, y'all, if you ever need any form of motivation to clean, throw an episode of Hoarders on. Like, there is no, I'm just gonna passively sit and enjoy this episode.
No.
You watch it, and within like the first 5 minutes, if you're not like, oh, let me go wash the dishes, and actually I should vacuum while I'm doing this, or let me take the trash out, let me go do
clean
that.
This window,
right? You know what, I don't even need that rack of clothes right there. I'm just gonna get rid of all of it. Like,
I'm not gonna go through it, I'm just gonna get rid of it.
Yeah, just take it, please. I'm not a hoarder. So
that's where I'm at.
If you don't feel compelled in some capacity to like clean or organize in the slightest regard, like, then you probably are a hoarder. But I've just been seeing like how they do a good process of like, hey, if this is infested or if this is, contaminated or whatever, like they don't donate it. But there are people that have that mindset.
Yeah, that it's okay.
Yeah, like, oh, I don't see anything. Just wash it.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, that is contaminated. Like, there is animal urine on that. You should not, like, this is going to sound crazy, but I had gone to this one sourcing event.
Yeah.
And, like, it was, like, mountains of clothes, and you're just digging.
Yeah, okay.
And everything is as is. Like, they already tell you, like, nothing has been cleaned, nothing has been gone through. Everything you're finding, like, you're the first person to really touch it.
Right.
And a friend of mine had picked up a piece and ended up coming back and, like, telling me about it and was just like, yeah, like, I found this, like, really dope jacket. I'm like, yo, like, let me see. And he was just like, nah, like, someone definitely died in that jacket. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, yeah, there was a bullet hole in it. And I'm like, what? I'm like, first of all, how do you even know it was a bullet hole?
Specifically.
And it was like, you could see the burns, like, around the hole and I'm like, so it gets real. Yeah. When you branch out of just like your regular popping into Goodwill, popping into Salvation Army, like, you are officially in the trenches. Like, when you're in warehouses, you're in, like, they call them rag houses, or if you're in like storage units, you have no idea what you will come up against. And it's a pretty gnarly scene. I will say that.
That sounds...
So I say that just to say Goodwill is doing the bare minimum.
Very much
so. When I'm sitting here, and I may have gotten a piece for like, say between like $2 and $5. Right. Okay, cool. If I now turn around and charge $25 for that, that's because I have now replaced buttons, did stain treatment, cleaned the item, photographed the item, did research on the item, staged the item. There's so much more that has been invested, gas that has gone into like driving to these locations and finding these pieces. So there's so much more that goes into it. And it's like, people are so mind blown when they hear of like inflation when it comes to reselling prices, and they're like, well, you bought it for $3. I'm like, do you not understand that those Jordans that you were wearing were probably like, it maybe took them like $10 to make, and they're selling them for $200-$300.
Are you mad at me?
This is not new. Like, how do you expect to make a profit? I can't sell you this shirt that I got for $3 because at that point I just what
are we doing?
I'm like a charity case. Like, hey, here, I'm just doing this for the fun of it. Like, no, this needs to be sustainable. So anyway, I could like rant on and on about Goodwill and their prices, but
yeah,
spare y'all.
It's a weird world in the consignment space too. Yeah, I'm noticing that has also increased.
What have you been noticing in those regards? Because it's always so interesting to get people's feedback on what they're noticing.
Well, since I've been out here in Greensboro, first of all, the thrifting scene is much better here. I enjoy it. Here. Yeah, you do. If you're talking about reselling and flipping shit, this is where you need to be, because it is way better than Raleigh. I'm talking about, every time I go into a thrift store in Durham or Raleigh, I'm like, it's giving prison vibes, and I don't like it.
And it's dead silent.
It's so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
There's nothing warm and welcoming about it. There's like, I feel like I shouldn't be here. Like,
y'all don't want me in here.
You don't want to be here. I don't want to be here with your ass not wanting to be here.
Right.
These clothes don't want to be here. Nobody wants to be a part of this. And it's just like, I'm gonna just go home. Like, it's fine. But I don't feel like that when I go thrifting in Greensboro, which is nice. But
that's hilarious.
Yeah, like, I mean, I find it interesting that like with the consignment shops that they keep raising their prices, but not paying anybody any more money for their stuff. You know what I mean? They're like, yeah, you can bring in your stuff and we'll buy it off you, and then they're still buying it for pennies on the dollar. But then everybody is, like you said, because it's the trend right now.
Yep.
Everybody making their dollar, but it's like, wait, you about to sell this shit for $20 and you just offered me $2? What are we doing? What are we doing?
How much of a profit margin do we really need? Because you're still eating, even if you were to give me like $10.
Like, what are we doing? And it's all nonprofits. Y'all are lying. What does nonprofit mean to you?
We're the ones getting nonprofit because y'all are getting all of the profit. Because that's how I feel with Plato's, Uptown Cheapskate. Oh my God. That's right. I'm name dropping.
Oh my God.
Okay? All of them. Like, I've officially stopped going to the Plato's Closet near me. And because every time I go, they're like, oh, yeah, it'll be like a 3-hour wait or something like that. And I'm dropping off like at least minimum 2 bags of clothes. And I'm like, okay, like I'll go run some other errands, like whatever. And then I come back and they're like, so unfortunately, and once they start with that, I'm like, so y'all played with me.
Yeah.
That's what it was. Y'all played with my time and y'all played with my resources. Because you mean to tell me out of these 2 whole bags, big reusable, like the Marshall bags.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like I dropped those off and nothing. And then if you do take something, you're going to hit me with so we took 7 items today and your total could be $12. And it's like, wait a minute. What's the math? Break that down for me right quick.
Make it make
What do you
sense.
mean? You're going to take 7 items and I'm walking away with $12?
Make it make sense. Make it make sense.
Like,
you're going to sell each item for at least $7? What are we doing?
What's happening?
What is happening?
I need to understand the process that they go through because they're like, oh, well, certain things are just like not in style. And I'm like, well,
what's in style? Because if you look on the motherfucking racks, that should be crazy in Plato's half the time.
The most random things.
Like, what do you mean? What is in style?
Y'all carry tank tops and y'all carry winter coats.
At the same damn time?
All year round.
Yep. Fur boots. Open toe
right
heels.
next to the sandals.
What do you want?
Flip-flops. And y'all got, like you said, fur boots. Y'all got ski boots. But y'all don't want these sandals.
Nope.
Because they're not in season.
They got enough sandals.
They need more ski boots.
They need more ski boots.
And then when they get the ski boots, they need more sandals.
Correct. Yes. And like Plato's, for me, like, I stopped fucking with Plato's like years ago, like a decade ago. Because I'm like, play with somebody else's fucking time.
Yeah.
First of all. And then there's shit that's like, that they're saying like is in fashion or whatever, in style. Half the shit be from Forever 21.
Yes.
And y'all fucking upselling the Forever 20. I can just go to Forever 21
and get it brand new.
Why? What are we doing? What the fuck are we doing? Because you're not. This is the math is just not mathing. Yeah. Yes. And then I think they market well. And so they keep getting the little young girlies who don't know anything about thrifting and are like, oh, this is cute.
Right.
We can go find the stuff we like. But then they're not thinking, you know what I mean? Because y'all don't think very much. I don't know. The new generation a little different.
And if you know, you know.
You know what I mean? It's just a little different.
Yeah.
So, it's just a strange thing to be in.
No, I agree. Oh. And it was a cute little come up in college.
Yeah.
Like, especially I went to State, so Uptown Cheapskate is literally right there. So it's like, oh, okay, cool. Like, I can like drop some stuff off and, you know, make a few bucks, like whatever. But it's like once you start buying your own clothes and like you know what things are valued at, and then you start seeing what they want to give you for that, and then also understand what they're about to turn around and sell it for is like, hold on. Why would I do this? Like, why would I continue to engage in this relationship that is very clearly draining me and like fulfilling you to the highest capacity? Like, I don't understand because what inventory would y'all have without us?
None. Zero. Zilch. Nada. None. Yeah. You know what this is reminding me of? When I lived in Boston, I want to say one of the original Urban Outfitters is in Harvard Square.
Okay.
And back in the day, because I'm an old bitch, y'all.
We seasoned.
But this shit, don't be fooled. I keep having this problem. I'm like, y'all, I'm not 18. Stop it. Cut it out. Cut it out.
I'm flattered.
Like, I'm not even flattered because cut it out. Stop it.
But you also don't look old, so.
Okay, but like, not 18. Cut it. Like, stop.
It's giving 21.
21.
There you go.
Oh goodness. Oh yeah, but Urban Outfitters used to it was like a multi-floor Urban Outfitters in Harvard Square, and they would, at the end of the season, the bottom floor would just be clearance. And I'm talking about like clearance like you fucking have never seen in Urban Outfitters. Like I'm talking about shirts for $2-3. Like it was like thrifting, but in Urban Outfitters. Like, and I'm just so mad that they stopped doing this. Like
what?
Like it was the craziest shit. Like I just didn't understand it, and nobody really knew about it. But like I would be there. I was there. I was
the underground
in there.
Scene?
I was in there. And I'm like, y'all need to bring that back, Urban Outfitters, okay? Bring that back. I don't know if that was just that location that did that. I don't know why y'all stopped. Email. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know who I need to petition.
Dear corporate.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Because why did we stop? I know y'all still got a bunch of shit that you need to get rid of. That's why you were doing it, because y'all had way too much shit.
See, this is one of my issues that I have with Goodwill, because I'm originally from New York.
Okay.
And the Goodwills in New York and in Jersey, they have a color sale. So
Goodwills used to do that shit here.
Okay.
They used to do that
I heard
here.
that.
Yeah.
Through the grapevine.
Yeah.
That was apparently a thing.
Yeah, it was.
And
before
I'm like,
before thrifting became like trendy. That used to be a thing at like all the
which blows my mind.
Trosa, Goodwill, all of that shit. They would all have the color coordinated. This day is this sale. This day is this sale. Yeah.
I think the only place that now does it is like the Durham Rescue Mission and like Raleigh Rescue Mission and stuff like that. And I'm like, this is what I don't understand. When it comes to the thrift stores in Raleigh specifically, why is it that if I go to y'all on Monday, I can't shop with y'all until maybe another like week or two? Because if I come back in, even if I come back in on Friday or Saturday, y'all still gonna have the same stuff. So where's the what's the word? I'm not seeing any rotation in the inventory. And then you can even come back a week later and they still got the same stuff.
Oh no, baby.
Maybe a handful sprinkled here and there.
Stop playing yourself. Come to Greensboro.
I know.
Because when I tell
that big Goodwill, I need
the big one, the little one, it don't fucking matter which one you go to. Okay? It does not matter.
As long as you're out of Raleigh.
It does literally get out the triangle and you'll be good. Okay. You can even go to Burlington. Shit. You ain't even gotta come all the way out here.
I did go to Burlington one time. Yeah. It was popping.
Yeah, popping. And I'm talking about you can go back to back to back to back, and it's gonna be different.
I just don't understand.
It's gonna be different. Like you might see a couple of the same pieces, but like that should be.
It's something that I repeatedly see in Raleigh, and I'm like, if y'all claim to have so much inventory, and y'all don't even need to claim it, I could verify it, because anytime I go into y'all donation bag, I see mountains of clothes. So y'all got the inventory.
Raleigh just like to fake the funk.
Nobody's buying it
on everything
because you're charging an arm and a leg, and on top of that, y'all don't have no color sales. Because when I go and visit my mom in South Carolina, it's nothing to get. Yellow tag is 50% off, and then not only is it 50% off, that's just during the week.
Right.
Then once the weekend comes, yellow that was $50 is now $1.
Yeah.
I'm talking empty racks.
Yeah.
Because people are coming and clearing house. Raleigh, y'all need to get on that because
they're actually trying to rotate their stuff.
Exactly.
They're not really focused on the profit. Raleigh just like to fake the funk is really all
That's
it is.
really all
Raleigh
that it is.
puts on a show. Raleigh be having y'all believe the hype, and it brings y'all motherfuckers from different places. Y'all need to go back home, up north, wherever in the U.S.
Y'all, my bad.
Listen. I'm sick. Y'all are messing up the housing out here.
Oh, yeah.
That's really what I'm upset about. Like, I'm sick of it. Y'all New York ass people, go back to New York. Stay there.
Actually, not, because I came before all that. So
see, yeah, you've been here. Stay there though, because y'all got the market fucked up. Because y'all like to live in shoeboxes and shit, and you want to bring that shit out here to us. No, right. Now you got these people thinking that you wanna pay $2,000 for 500 square feet. We don't do that in the South.
Yeah, nah.
We don't do that. Y'all do that. Do that in New York.
Right.
Stay up there. Leave us alone.
I'm telling you, my rent went from a smooth $1,200 in like what 2020. Now they want to sit here and talk about $1,500. I'm over here like, for what? Y'all gonna give me granite countertops? Y'all gonna come in and give me stainless steel appliances?
We're not gonna update shit.
Nothing.
Not a goddamn thing.
And then once you move out, please believe we're putting $1,700 on the price tag.
You know it.
For what?
For the next dumbass.
It is the same apartment. Nothing has changed. Anything that has changed, I have done it. And y'all bump the price up 300 plus?
They're gonna take credit for it, and then they're gonna bend you over and say, run that.
Yo. It really has me feeling a type of way.
Yeah.
Because at the same time, the only reason why I'm staying in my current apartment is because I know at this point, there's nowhere else I'm going to find in Raleigh to get the space I have at that price. It's not happening. What I'm paying for my 2-bedroom apartment, people can barely even find a one bedroom for that price.
And again, it'd be like 650 square feet.
Look.
Cut it out.
Walk in, your bed's right there. You turn toilet.
Cut it out.
Do a 360.
Next
there's
to
the
fridge.
Kitchen. What's
Cut
going
it
on?
Out. Stop it.
You got cooking grease on your bed sheets.
And on the toilet.
Everywhere. You sliding off the toilet. You can't even sit on the toilet properly because you got cooking grease.
It's crazy.
It's wild.
It's crazy.
It is an abomination.
I'm sick of all of it. I am like,
yo.
Like, I really want to move. I'm in this phase where, like, I really want to move, but I'm like, move where? Move where?
Yeah.
Where the fuck am I moving? Nowhere. This shit need to crash.
Yeah.
And I need to get back in when it crash. Right. Okay, because until then.
Let me turn my notifications on. Let me know.
Let me know. Don't let me know anything else other than when the housing market fucking crashes. Because, look, you can only get so high before it has to come back down as well.
Gotta be humble.
I'm just, like, trying to, like, speak it into existence. Bring it into fruition. Manifestation at this point. Because I'm not playing with y'all, and I just don't like the United States.
And that's also another issue that I have is like, whenever I get on the topic of moving, I'm just like, do I really even want to like stay in the States? Like,
no. I've like talked about this. Like, I'm like, listen, me moving around the United States is just me finding a different flavor of bullshit. It's all the same.
Yep.
It's all the same bullshit.
It's just jazzed up a little bit different.
Just a little.
Right. Oh, you want arugula with yours?
You know what I mean?
Oh, we got gold flakes.
Like, what you want?
Like, oh, no.
A little salt and pepper.
Yeah. That's it.
I don't like
Here's some salt.
Yeah.
It's still frozen. It's
all
like,
of it.
Wow.
The middle. Dead. Cold.
Zero care.
Oh, no love and affection.
I've thought about it multiple times. Like, I thought about Atlanta, and everybody was like, nah.
Don't do it.
And I'm like, really? And they was like, nah.
Don't do it, Toni.
Okay, say less.
Nah.
So, yeah. Atlanta,
I'm glad you listened to the people.
Atlanta got the X.
I'm glad you listened to the people because, baby, no.
I just repeatedly kept hearing, like, not good things.
It's not a great place.
Yeah.
And I mean, I've never lived in Atlanta, but from my experiences and from what I've heard, you got to be a different beast to survive there. And it's like, why choose to fight that battle?
Right.
And
pay an arm and a leg to do it. Like, you're fighting in multiple directions.
And potentially just be harassed all the time by these crackheads because they're deep in Atlanta.
That's crazy.
Deep.
But it's because everything's raising.
You know what I mean?
You're just going to have more people on the streets.
Yeah.
Acting crazy. Harassing people.
Shit is really crazy.
Like, make sense.
America, we need to do better. Let's do better. 2024. Let's do better as a whole. Okay.
Let's just like collectively look at our priorities and see what really needs to change.
Oh, wow. No, we can't do that.
And like, let's actually do that.
That sounds nice. Yeah. Sometimes I'm like, wow.
It's ideal.
What it would be like to live in a place that actually believes in progression and not tradition. That could be something.
But I do also believe that tradition has its place. There's a balance, I feel like, that needs to be struck. Because if you're too traditional, then I genuinely believe you can end up dating yourself and becoming too outdated. And that causes you to, like, you make yourself obsolete. Yeah. But then if you're too progressive, at what point do you stop and enjoy, like, where you currently are? Because there's so many people that are like, oh, well, like, constantly better. And it's like, no, that's great. But, like, where are we right now? Because like, it makes me think about technology. Yeah. There's always something new. There's always a new update. There's always a new gadget. There's always a new version. And they be fucking up. It's just like, yo, can I just sit and breathe with this piece that I just bought? I just bought this phone. No,
it's outdated.
Why?
It's been 24 hours.
Exactly.
It's outdated.
And it's just like, whoa. Like, and I feel like it's the same thing that can happen when it comes to people with like ideas, ideology, trends. Is like, if we don't just like have a balance of like, hey, like, these are the traditions that like are important to us, and like these are the values that we set and want to uphold, but we can adapt and adjust those with time in a way and at a pace that's realistic for us to actually digest and incorporate those changes. Then you're just going to create like this like extreme divide where you have people that are like stuck in the 1800s traditional, and then people that are like, I don't even know what the latter of that is. Like what even is the complete alternative? But you don't get anywhere because then you have two sides that are fighting for what they think is ideal, and no one's actually living now and saying, okay, but what is applicable now? What is usable now? Yeah. Because you just have two opposite ends of the spectrum.
I think it's tricky here though, giving credit for our traditions because we've just shit on everybody else's.
So it definitely depends on what the traditions
you know what I mean
are.
Like,
I will say that,
America is a big bully, and I'm like, listen, we gotta let some of our fucking traditions go because we just be bullying people out of shit, and then we don't for nothing just because we're bored. Just because we're bored. Like it's like the kid back in the day that would like run in the hallway like pants somebody just cause for shits and giggles. That's America.
Yo, it's like you woke up today and chose violence
for no reason.
For what?
For literally no reason. And yeah, we need to find peace and get better healthcare. Thank you so much, and thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Yeah, we're not even gonna get into healthcare because
that's a whole nother conversation. That's a whole
inflation is hitting everything. Okay, it's not just the thrift stores. It's not just the grocery stores. It's everywhere. Why? No, I ain't even going on that.
This is $1,200 I just dropped on this root canal. You know what I mean? It's that kind of shit. Yeah, y'all can eat my ass. For
that's for the type of like. That's the type of price tag that'll really have you like questioning what is really important in your life. Like you're like, what am I really doing? Teeth?
Like, why didn't I just book a flight somewhere else and get it done? If I'm gonna spend the money, I might as well have fucking went on vacation. Like, got this shit done for half the price.
What y'all prices looking like?
Listen, cause and that's my thing. 2024, I'm traveling for medical care. I'm just over it. I'm completely.
Don't end up getting no botched.
Hey, listen.
Treatment.
Nah, we're not doing none of that. We're not doing none of that.
You end up paying triple that just to get it reversed and fixed.
Listen, that's why we're not going to DR because you go there.
Sorry, DR.
I'm sorry, but like, listen, once motherfuckers touch you there, nobody else will touch you. So, like, no. But,
that's crazy.
But it is a real thing, though. It is a real thing because with the price tags in the United States, it's like you might as well literally spend your money to go somewhere that actually has universal health care, and as soon as you touch down, you're covered.
Yeah.
And you ain't got to pay shit. Or if you do, it's fucking pennies on the dime in comparison. And so what you're paying for is a plane ticket. If I'm going to be paying for something, I would rather it be a goddamn plane ticket than these bitch-ass doctors that want to send me, okay, you got a primary care doctor. Well, your primary care doctor is really just there to refer you to people. But they're not going to refer you to people until you have dead. For what then? What are we doing?
Right.
I know where I need to go. Yeah, I know where I need to go. Why can't I go there? Why I gotta come to you for you to tell me to come back when it hurt more? What?
Yeah, okay, so see that's where the problem also is doctors not believing you the first time.
Because I'm black. Leave it, like, cut it the fuck out. I understand that y'all really think that black women are superhuman, but when I tell you, I would not be here if it wasn't an issue. Like, I wouldn't be in the doctor's office. I hate y'all. Like, I
can't stand the doctors. Like the dentist.
Don't get me started. Don't.
Yo. I can't with the dentist.
You know what? Before we get sidetracked, let's wrap it up. I appreciate you coming on the show. Y'all, listen, all your thrifting needs, hit up Toni.
Yes, y'all.
Shop with Toni.
Ms.Fitz, don't miss. And if you didn't know, now you do know, and you have no excuse. Come shop with your girl.
Do it. Do it.
Yeah.
Quit the fast fashion 2024.
Yeah, let it go. Just let it go.
Y'all are putting all this effort into, I gotta read all the tags to make sure that the child slaves aren't right and help. What? Throw the clothes away. Just cut it out. You're putting in too much effort. You're putting in too much effort to support the bullshit at this point.
Yeah.
You're not a good person just because you went through your tags to see if there was any help fucking signs. Cut it out. These trends, cut it out.
And it's also, okay, so, and this is the last thing I'm going to say. You know, for everybody that's, you know, tooting the horn of environmental sustainability, if you really care about Mother Earth, you would put the fast fashion down, okay? Put it down. Put the Shein down. Put the Fashion Nova down. Put the Temu down.
Zara.
All of it. Put it down, okay? Because shopping in thrift stores, shopping with resellers is the best way to go, because at the end of the day, there are so much clothes that end up in the landfill. Mm-hmm. It is absurd. Mm-hmm. Only 20% of clothes that is even like consumed by us consumers makes it to donation centers. So if you're sitting here and you're like, yo, Mother Earth, I love you. Earth Day, you're the one that's like, yeah, I love Earth.
But then you got your outfit on Shein, cut it out.
Right. You're wearing a Shein shirt that says save the planet. No, I need you to turn that energy towards respecting the prices of the resellers. And now I understand there are some resellers that do overcharge for their pieces. I get that. But at the end of the day, find resellers that actually care about the pieces that they're selling, their brand at first, because a lot of people don't even have brands. But everybody and their mama like will thrift something and be like, I'm a reseller now. Mm-hmm. No, that's not how it works. That's not at least how I run my business. But find someone who is reputable, someone who is actually knowledgeable in the areas that they claim to provide, and support them. Stick with them, because what they're doing is keeping clothes out of landfills. We're doing the dirty work of going through and literally saving clothes. I joked about it before, from the trenches, but like literally, like these are pieces that otherwise would end up in landfills. Yeah. These are pieces that would end up in the trash. Some of them came from the trash. So, you know, for people that are like fast fashion, blah, 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 blah. Oh, I just need this dress for this one party. That's cool. But think about how that one party is now going to affect Mother Earth and your grandkids and your grandkids' grandkids. And y'all want to talk about breaking generational curses? Yeah, we'll go ahead and start with stop shopping at these fast fashion stores and online boutiques, and go ahead and find you a reputable reseller, Ms.Fitz Fashion, and and go ahead for real and like actually start standing on what you speak about, because I'm hearing a whole lot of chatter and I'm seeing a whole lot of action not match up with what people are talking about. So
y'all heard it here first. All right. You better listen to the lady. Cut it out.
That's it.
I hope you learned something today. I hope you reevaluated how you shop after listening to this. Let me know what your favorite thrift store is, where your favorite place to thrift is in the comments below. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all of the fun things. Come back and see me next time. We out.
Peace.